welcome back, guys. Welcome back. As you can see, I put on some Zone Zero tunes because I was like, I'm gonna background music for you guys to just chill and listen to. Oh, it was like, oh yeah, I've got my chat on, I've got my lyrics on. Okay, cool, that's good. Well, yeah, as you know, it's let's talk. Sick beat, let's talk, guys. You know, the whole Sony situation. I know everyone's like, oh my god, not the Sony situation, but yeah, you know, even third parties are now getting involved in this whole entire shit, man. It's wild, man. It's wild. So we're gonna go to YouTube again and we're gonna watch a couple of videos and stuff. There was a video I watched just before this stream, and I don't know if the guy did his research, but he was basically saying that because of we're attacking Sony, that a lot of third parties are getting a lot of the crap. And yes, I do understand that, but if you go to these third parties' main pages where they post there's no backlash on their page. There's absolutely no backlash on their page. The only time they see backlash is when they promote on Sony. Because if you're aware of the controversy and you're a games developer or publisher or something like that, why would you want to publish your game on an anti-consumer page that is currently going probably one of the most biggest controversies and hope your game does well on it? I mean, I'm just putting it out there. You should pull away from that company. Pull away from Sony. Maybe go to Nintendo. Maybe go to Xbox or even PC and promote it there where there is no conspiracies or controversies going on. And your game will probably do a lot more better than if you're promoting your game, your third-party game on PlayStation, and you start getting a little bit like, what's going on here, man? And nobody's talking about my game and stuff. I think third-party developers need to pull away from Sony for now. Hey, Mikey Moo! Welcome to the stream! Welcome! Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having an awesome day, man. I'm awesome. I mean, I'm quite hot right now. I'm sweating. But yeah, it's today, people. We're talking about the Sony backlash and third-party developers getting caught in the crossfire. Third-party developers getting caught in the crossfire, man. It's shit. I know it's shit, and I've already said, man. I'm like, I know it's shit. It's really shit. But third-party developers are only getting backlash because of their promotions on Sony. Yes, indeed. Glad you started streaming. I needed to cool down after that PlayStation post. Oh, man. I think we all need to cool down, man. We all... I said this. I says, yeah, we're all in this together, but make sure you take breaks, man. Wars ain't won if you aren't taking no freaking break, bro. But yeah, man, like I said third-party developers are getting taxed only through their Sony promotions. They're not getting attacked on the main third parties' pages. Cause I watched a video today and I was quite like, did this guy? I got super aggressive with one user in there, not a proud moment. Honestly, I think you should just leave the comment there and then just leave it at that. Don't even give these naysayers a lick of your energy, bro. Don't even give these naysayers a lick of your energy, man. Just don't even do it. Don't do it. It's a waste of energy. Poor little armor, be like, energy's low. Oh no, it's low. Oh shit. But yeah, like I said, third-party developers aren't getting backlash on their own main pages. It's only when they promote on Sony's page. So, yeah. That's my take on that. But yeah, okay, let's just get straight into this. YouTube. Well, there's news now that some people were attacking the devs themselves. Oh, shit. Okay, that's add a kid account. I'm not a kid. What are you trying to say, YouTube? I'm not a kid, man. Well, yeah, I'm a big kid. I'm a real big kid. No, wait for it. I'm a real big kid, man. Like, real big. Like, come on, man. I'm big kid. Some people, but that person was acting like we are all doing that. Yeah, it's most likely gonna be a bot or a Sony Shield. Right, sign in with your phone. Add get watch as guest. Yeah, I don't want that. We're looking for the Sony drama. Right. Okay. What we got here? What PlayStation is taken away from us? What's that one? Tyra Magnus does as some like. So if I just type in Sony, and we'll find the videos that way, and we can talk as they're talking, and then pause as we're pausing, and then we can do that. Search. See, look at that. It comes straight up, man. It literally just comes straight up as soon as you type it in. It's like boom. One day ago, Sony's physical media backlash actually gets worse and new. Okay. Will cancelling PS Plus make Sony rethink killing discs? Dokie. We got a lot to choose from. Right, what we're gonna go with? I like Spawn Wave. He's got a good.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Okay, here we go. It's cute.
Don't you want to remember?
I remember a wife, a son.
I feel like some of them are after defend the devs for clout medals now. Yeah. A lot of people have been saying that. Okay, what we do? Come on, let me skip the ads, bro.
Not even the gods.
The Odyssey in cinemas now.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Newswave. Now, 2 weeks removed from Sony announcing them winding down physical game production for Blu-rays post-January 2028, the backlash has continued.
Of course it continued.
At all. And apparently we're getting to a position where even some partners with Sony are getting kind of frustrated around the situation, but we'll go over that here today.
Yeah. Partners are getting really frustrated with Sony right now. Like, oh god, man, what? What I don't get is why are some of these third-party developers not really like just backing out, man? Just back out. Just go to Nintendo or PC or even Xbox if you prefer the Xbox. But promoting your stuff on PlayStation right now is too controversial. It's too controversial, especially if you're a new game dev and you've only got a small team. Depends how long these deals have been in place. Yeah, I do understand that, yeah. Because I think someone was talking about some deals are put in place like years ahead before anything goes down and all that kind of stuff. So it's hard to back out. In a sense, that's kind of bad, isn't it? It's like when you start your contract with a mobile company, you got 3 years with your contract, right? Now, this is what I did with my mobile phone, right? I decided to cancel my contract, right? I was like, okay, cool. I will cancel my contract and go on to, what was it? I decided to go on to Simmer because contracts these days are ridiculous, man. Because knowing Sony, I bet you don't get your money back if you pull out. Oh, yeah. Dude, you bring up such a crazy point there, man. That's oh shit, man. That's wild to think if that's what they're actually doing. That's like exploiting developers, bro. That's straight up exploiting developers. Like, look, we can give you this money, but you have to follow through with your promotions. If you back out your promotions, I'm sorry, but you ain't having no money. But we'll take your money anyway. Basically, that's what it is. Like, we're gonna give you money. And then you'll get it after you've finally finished your contract. But if you back out and you've paid us, you ain't getting that money back. You ain't getting that refund. Bro, man, I can't believe you just said that, bro. Holy shit, man. I didn't even think of that. Oh, man. These third-party developers are thinking shit if that's involved. That's dirty. Man, that is dirty. And like I said, so this happened to me when I was doing my phone contract. I finished my 3 years and I decided I wanted to go to Sim. Now, this is what happened. In the blueprint, which I didn't read, as you know, nobody reads blueprints these days, and you should. You really should. You should read blueprints for everything. The blueprint is pretty much part of the contract itself. And so I cancelled my 3-year contract after it was on its final date. and they said, "Oh, because you're not contracted with us anymore, you still have to pay for the remainder of the phone." And I was like, "What? Excuse me?" And it's like, yeah, so you've got another year on your contract, even though it's not a proper contract. You're basically paying off for the rest of your phone. I was like, I was so shocked. It was unreal, man. So it's like, I wouldn't have had to deal with that if I just changed over to a different phone and just stayed on contract. But because I wanted to go sim and cancel my contract, I had to pay an extra year. So when they say, yeah, it's a 3-year contract. Yeah. You can get out earlier, but you have to buy your way out. Yeah, my mom was with me, and she was furious, man. I was like, okay, mom. This phone contracts become like a messy divorce. Messy divorce, bro. I've never been divorced. I'm 16 years single, man. Oh man, but yeah. So yeah, if you get a 3-year contract with a phone, it's a 4-year contract because you're paying off for the rest of the phone for the last year. If you cancel your contract, even if you cancel on the day that the contract is up, you still have to pay another year, and that is dirty, man. So on top of that, at the minute, I'm paying for the rest of my contract to pay off my old phone, and I only went to sim and I only wanted unlimited minutes and data, and I'm paying like £13 so I could use a sim, which is even cheaper, but I'm still paying off for the other bugger stuff, man. It's shit, man. It really is, man. These companies are really doing people dirty, man, and you wonder why we struggle. They wonder why we're struggling to live. The price of living's going up, price of food, price of gasoline, the price of that, and you're like, what the flippity dippity fuck is the freaking world coming to, bro? Everyone's saying, oh, we're not poor people anymore. Yeah, you are. You're still technically a slave, bro. We're still technically a slave. It's just a modern day slave, and you've got some kind of, I don't know, you might have a video game or guitar or something, hobbies, and you got your job, and you can go out, you can have girlfriends, boyfriends, all that. But technically, yeah, you're still enslaved by mankind. Oh my god, yeah, but yeah, let's not get too political, man. I'm really not fond of political stuff. I really am not fond of political stuff. It's one of my I hate it. Honestly, I wish politics didn't exist. I really do. And trust me, if I had like 1,000 followers right now, that shit would go viral. I'm not even joking, man. They'd be like, bro, look at this VTuber who says he wishes politics doesn't exist. Oh my god. And it's like, oh. So same, it's a minefield, not worth it. Exactly, man. And you know, the funny thing is, I don't want to dare say this, but the way gaming is now, it's become so politically driven. It's unreal, man. I'm like, it's like every debate becomes about the left or the right or the this or the there or that or there. It's just mind-boggling. I just want to buy a brand new game that I really, really like, not have any agenda shit shoved into it. It's just a complete adventure. No DLC, no this, no that. I can go back home and I can play it and I can happily talk about it on the internet. That's the kind of gamer I am. I buy the games I like, and I hope to God there's no bloody crap put in it. But anyway, let's continue watching this video, man. You see
also, we are going to be talking about Sony and an announcement that's actually frustrated the anime community through Crunchyroll.
Oh God, Crunchyroll!
Getting involved with the whole physical media discussion, and we have
the problem we are having with the PlayStation outcry now is that some people are just so stupid. Well, we know there's people out there that don't do their research and stuff. We know there are people out there that don't do their research and stuff. I mean, this goes back to the digital shields. The people are like, oh, digital is the future. I'm like, bro, do you not realize that you're basically advocating for a digital prison needing to use a digital ID to play practically every single game, and I'm even talking about a Spyro game. You need digital ID to play a freaking Spyro game, bro, or Crash Bandicoot, or Sonic the Blooming Hedgehog, or you'll be locked out of the ecosystem pretty much. And if you say anything bad on the internet, your account can be banned and locked and all that kind of stuff. And if you have a really crappy internet, you won't be able to play your games. So yeah, because there's some countries out there that do not have the internet speed that a lot of us, like in like America and UK and the main part of Europe, like France, Italy. Like I'm talking about like countries that have barely got anything, and they're just about scraping the barrel. Right, we are literally trying to defend their rights as well, but they can't see that. Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. It's like yeah, and their response will be GTA 6. You know, I hate to say this, but GTA 6 is part of the problem. They was the scapegoat to begin with. They was the scapegoat, and I reckon GTA 6's sales is what made Sony think, oh, okay, everybody's buying digital games by 80%. I reckon it was GTA 6 that pushed the digital percentage up. I really do. I think GTA 6 pushed the percentage up because of how big Rockstar and GTA is. That's why I say they totally use that as a scapegoat, man. Oh yeah, Rockstar and PlayStation are totally in bed together with all this. Yeah, they are. Because Rockstar is also getting some of the backlash as well, man. They are. They're getting some of the backlash. I mean, I'm not seeing much of it at the minute, like, on Rockstar, because they basically pulled out. And we know they pulled out because GTA 6 was going to be one of the most biggest marketed games, but because of this backlash, they pulled out. They were like, okay, PlayStation, we really don't want anything to do with this right now. We're going to pull out for now until we drop the next gameplay trailer. And then that's what PlayStation's banking on. The trailer for GTA 6. For all these GTA 6 players that are just ignoring what's currently going on in the ecosystem of gaming. They've left trailer free too long, and the tide is slowly turning on them. Yeah, because a lot of people are finding leaks about apparently the graphics have been nerfed from previous trailers. I'm quite interested. I was like, the graphics have been nerfed, have they? Interesting. Because I reckon there's going to be a PS6 version. I reckon there's going to be a PS6 version for GTA, and it's going to have more stuff on it. I really do. I don't think anyone's really thought about this. Like the PS5, it feels like a cyberpunk moment. It does. It feels like they're going to release GTA 6 on the PS5 in a barely finished state. Probably update the shit out of it as it comes out, as it's coming out, just so it is in some kind of playable. But when the PS6 comes out, it's going to have a PS6 version with probably new items and everything like that, and it's going to sell like hotcakes. Yeah, I'm hoping it's a mess. I truly am. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the comments are saying, bro, I think GTA 6, because GTA 6 has had a ton of delays. GTA 6 has had a ton of delays, man. I'm literally like, bro, GTA 6 has had a ton of delays. And one of the things I'm finding funny right now is I'm thinking, I'm wondering, because we haven't seen another trailer, is it due for another delay? Is it due for another delay? I have a thought on that. Is GTA going to get another delay? Because we haven't had another game trailer yet. But Sony's taken advantage of it and said, oh, pre-orders will be up and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like thinking, okay, there's been no game trailer. Unless they got a plan for game trailer at Gamescom. So, it's... I was really iffy on GTA 6 when it started getting delayed all the time. I was like, why is it getting delayed all the time? Why is it constantly getting delayed all the time? But I have no interest in GTA 6 now. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like a bad taste in my mouth now, especially when it's part of... Strauss said yesterday, I think that it's still on track for 1990, but why are they hiding gameplay? Sus. Interesting. Yeah, why are they hiding gameplay? That's why you're getting people in the comments saying, yo, this is going to be a cyberpunk moment. That's why I'm thinking it's going to have a PS6 version in 2000 and and 8. I reckon it's going to get a PS6 version, man. I really do.
Nintendo, kind of off on their own, doing their own thing as
yeah,
usual.
we know
In
Nintendo.
this case, an interesting piece of hardware may have leaked out that makes a lot of sense as they work to bridge the gap through this cross-gen period with the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, but we'll go over all of that and more. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure you hit that like button. Helps out a ton. And if you're new here to the Spawn Wave channel, make sure you subscribe down below. Also, we are on Spotify now, video and audio. I have it linked down below in the description. We're actually building up followers there, so I do appreciate everyone who's taking the time to go over and check it out. But if you are new there, like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever else happens there. But we are going to start today with a new announcement for a collaboration here. We can see this is over on Business Wire with a press release saying Hasbro, a leading games IP and toy company, today announced a new licensing partnership with Nintendo to create products based on the popular Legend of Zelda franchise. This multi-year collaboration is set to begin in 2027, starting with the first reveals of 3 6-inch scale figures at San Diego Comic-Con.
Interesting. So they're going to start marketing Zelda figures. Oh, I've heard rumors about the remake of Zelda. I pre-ordered a physical copy of Splatoon Raiders, laugh out loud. It actually looks really fun. I've never really been into Splatoon. I don't know why. I tend to be that person. So I'll watch a game, I'll check the gameplay out, and I'll be like, okay, that's for me. That's for me. I'll start helping the market. Like, like us gamers, like, yeah, if we really like something, like, you see me talking about Final Fantasy and that and all that kind of stuff a lot, and other things like that. I was like, I'm a big type moon kind of guy. I like my anime. I like my manga. As you know, I'm currently like involved in the backlash with Crunchyroll as well, because they're involved with Sony, and I can't believe what Crunchyroll is doing, man. I even predicted this before it even happened, man. So Crunchyroll is putting their store. I was mixed on it, but the new one isn't PvP. I don't think. Look more like a raid mode thing instead with co-op. I mean, it does kind of remind me of that Senran Kagura game with the water pistols. I'll tell you what, I miss Senran Kagura, man. I love that game. But in this day and age, everyone's offended by boobies and titties. They're like, oh no, they got too big of titties, that's it. Oh god, here comes the left. Here comes the left. Oh god, let's not even get involved in that conversation. But yeah, man, everybody yells, gets offended by boobies and titties, boobies and titties, boobies and titties. Nothing wrong with boobies and titties, but there's nothing wrong with boobies and titties. But hey, half of humanity's deranged. That's an understatement. Oh man. But yeah. This is kind of, I mean, Zelda movie coming out, I think, is it next year? Is it next year? Zelda movie coming out next year. I think it's next year. I'm pretty sure it's next year. And next year the Zelda movie's coming out. And we've seen some of the leaks already, and I think the characters look, I think the characters in the lead roles look pretty damn good. And I'm really hoping they keep to some part of the lore of what Zelda is, because you know what a lot of these Hollywood people are doing, man? They're taking these major franchises and just rewriting them in modern day tones, and I'm like, why are you doing that? It's gonna sell more if it's actually following the lure of the actual franchise itself, not do you think Link will talk in the movie or stay mute? That was a topic I did talk about a couple months ago when we finally got the leaks of Zelda. I was like, it would be nice if he didn't talk, but because it's a live action movie, there's a possibility that he's most likely going to talk. But I think Zelda will probably be the main one talking. I think Zelda will be the main one talking, because I don't think I don't know how people would feel watching a movie of Zelda and all you can hear is Link go, ha, hui, ya, what, Yo, hey, Lord Dragon Sovereign, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Oh, man. As you know, we're talking about the Sony backlash, and we're talking about all the third-party drama that's going on. And we're also talking about other stuff as well, man. So enjoy the video, man. Enjoy the video. As you can see, a fair bit of conversation's going on. We've talked about GTA 6. I hope Ganondorf is in it, whoever they cast for that. Yeah, that's a thought. We haven't seen any leaks of if Ganondorf's going to actually be in the Zelda movie. That's a thought. Okay, guys, who do you think would be good as playing Ganondorf in Zelda? Who do you reckon? I'm finally chilling after installing a new headboard. Oh, new headboard. Nice. I mean, my headboard's quite busted up, man. I could do with replacing my own headboard on my bed. And no, don't go thinking, oh yeah, bong chicka wow wow. Nope. 16 years single, bro. Bed's not been used for that. I could name a few, but you know they'll choose Chris Pratt. Laugh my ass off. Chris Pratt to do Ganondorf. I mean, I understand Chris Pratt is quite buff, but I don't know. I mean, who else could play Ganondorf? I'm not entirely sure, man. But yeah, man.
That will be next week. They say July 23rd to the 26th. And I mean, this makes a lot of sense as Nintendo is.
Yeah, he's in everything, course, bro.
More so merchandise and set things up for the movie, Legend of Zelda movie that's next year. I'm kind of curious what these first few figures will be. You assume Link, Zelda, Ganon, I guess. There are some obvious ones they would pull from there. So it'll be interesting at least to see the quality and again the direction.
Oh, you're finally watching Spawn Wave? Yeah, I started watching a lot of Spawn Wave stuff. Yeah, I mean, I watch it on my phone on YouTube. He does some really good things, man. He really does do some really good things, man. I like a lot of his takes as well. He's quite down to earth, and he thinks outside the box. But yeah, man.
When it comes to this partnership that is multi-year, but probably starting to align not only with the big game release that'll be happening with Ocarina of Time remake later this year, but clearly with the movie that will be hitting the mainstream.
I watch him every morning because he uploads a video precisely at 8 a.m. EST. Oh, nice, man. That's cool. I mean, I normally just type in like the latest game in my thing, and then he normally pops up. It normally pops up because it's probably one of his tags. It's probably the reason why he pops up. But I'm watching this on my PlayStation. Oh god, he's watching on his PlayStation. You PlayStation shilsick, how dare you? You're watching it on your PlayStation. That's the only way I can watch it on my PlayStation. Why I'm doing this, bro? Unless he's dead. What do you think about Christopher Walken for Ganondorf? Ooh. Who's Christopher Walken? You see, I don't watch a lot of movies, to be honest. So I'm not too thingy on actors and stuff. I'm more a gamer, an anime person. I watch lots of anime also. Speaking of anime, bro. New Tenchi Muo, bro. New Tenchi. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm super excited for that new Tenchi, man. And it's fun. Oh, my God. Have you seen Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp? Yes, I have seen Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp. That's like one of my cool. I love Johnny Depp. He's an amazing actor, man. But yeah, new Tenchi Mio, man. New Tenchi. Oh my god, I can't believe that. I can't believe that's happening. New Tenchi, bro. Ryoko. Maja! Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We got some fair few people here today, man. Hey, I heard anime. I've been summoned. Christopher Walken played the Headless Horseman. Oh, I think I know what you're on about now. Yes. I was talking about the new Tenchi Maja. I was talking about the new Tenchi, man. As you know, it's in the kick. It was in the Kickstarter stage, but it got funded in a matter of 2 days. I'm not even joking, guys. when I posted about it, and I told you guys on my Facebook account, I was like, bro, this shit got funded within a matter of days. Like 2 days, man. Next day I woke up, wow, we've been funded already. So yeah, everybody's getting a copy of the pilot episode. And you know what's so funny about this as well? You're getting a DVD and you're getting a Blu-ray as well, mate. Which I find is kind of cool. And they're also releasing VHSs. I'm not even kidding, bro. They're going so old school on some of this. VHS. I mean, people probably won't even... I mean, if someone's still got like a tape recorder, they've still got a tape recorder, they might be able to watch that VHS. But I think a lot of people will get that for a collector's item, man. Especially with it being Tenchi, man. Because Tenchi's like one of the old school animes, man. It's like 90s, bro. I watched that on Toonami. Do you guys know what Toonami is? Did you watch Toonami? Oh, I mean, I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z on that. Lots of Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, man, I'm super excited about the new Tenchi coming, man. It's the unannounced sequel to Tenchi Universe. The unannounced sequel, man. Blu-ray, never heard of it. PlayStation, probably.
Stream in a big way.
Let's continue watching.
Also, we had a
Hope you're having a
surprise
good day,
release
Magic.
from Square
Hope you're
Enix
having a
with
good
Star
day.
Ocean, the second story R for the Switch 2. Not really a Switch 2 edition, just a Switch 2 release because it's Square Enix, and you can see now this is over on Nintendo Life. The game is...
Yeah, I've heard about this is kind of weird. The Star Ocean, the second story, yes, I understand it is the most popular Star Ocean in the franchise. It's also my favorite. And I bought it on the PlayStation. I bought the PlayStation version before it was released on Switch 2. But there's already a Switch 1 version. So I'm like, okay. And Square Enix have decided, yeah, we're not going to do an upgrade for people that already have the Switch 1 version. And they're going to make you pay, as you can see here. It's available on the eShop for $49.99. And yeah, you have to pay it separately if you want to get the Switch 2 version digitally. So honestly, I hope barely anyone bought it. I know Star Ocean is one of my favorites, but this, the way Nintendo did, well, Square Enix did this was like, excuse me? So I can't upgrade my Switch 1 version of the game to Switch 2. So if I want the Switch 2 version, I have to buy the game again. So, make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. So come on. Is Adventures of Elliot Million Tales any good? Yes. Yes, mate. Mikey Moo UK, that is a very good game. If you like Zelda and you like Ease and you like Old School Manor, it's your kind of that would be your kind of game, man. It is. I've played the I've only played the demo because I can't afford the full version yet, because I blew it on some new VTuber stuff that might be coming soon, guys. So keep an eye out for that. I'm working on a big project. I'm working on a very big project, and it might not be done for another 3 months yet. But I'm just letting you guys know there's a big project in the works. Big. I'm talking big. But yeah, Adventures of Elliot Million Tales, banger of a game. There is a demo available on the Switch and on the PlayStation. If you prefer playing on your PlayStation. Mikey Moo, I was going to get into PS5 physical, but now I hate PlayStation and will prefer it on Switch 2. But Switch 2 is a game keycard. Ah, I know, man. That's the only one thing with the Switch 2. Only first-party games on the Switch 2 are non-keycard games. And honestly, I think in probably another 2 or 3 years. So which version of the game do I get? Cries. I know, man. I'll leave it up to you, bro. I'll leave it up to you. I mean, I would say get the Switch 2 version. Yeah, I know it's a game keycard, but if you really want to play the game, I wholeheartedly recommend that you check it out. So check the demo out. I would check the demo out first, and I think you'll be all right.
Retailing on the eShop right now, $49.99. And unfortunately, like Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 that we just talked about, no upgrade path. So if you already have...
Switch 2 does seem to be the better platform for it. I mean, with the way the game plays, yeah, it definitely does feel like it suits the Switch better, because it does kind of play like more like a Nintendo game in a sense, but also it has the graphics of Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. And guys, I know you're gonna be like, what's up, Sickfeed, what's up? I've never played Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. And I do talk about it a little bit as well, because I have seen things about it, and I haven't got round to getting it yet. But I know there's actually a collection on Switch 1 for Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. And I also am very interested in Octopath Travelers 0, because that was based off a gacha game. But speaking of gacha games, Final Fantasy Resonance, guys. Final Fantasy Resonance, man. Oh my god, you're a phony! Laugh my ass off! He's caught me out! I'm melted. Oh. I'm back. I have revived. You can't kill a vampire. I'm sorry, you can't kill. I'm a ravager. Scavenger. Tourist alert jokes. But yeah, man, yeah. I'm very excited for the Final Fantasy Resonance game. And the funny thing is, with the new Final Fantasy Resonance game, I don't understand the backlash. The backlash is about the one thing that Final Fantasy was missing. It's basically turn-based. It's turn-based. But people don't like how it's basically, well, what's the point of reviving a gacha game? The fact that it's a revival of a gacha game, but it's been completely redone. A story based around its first season, and people are arguing about it. Saying, nah. I mean, me personally, I hope Final Fantasy Resonance does really well. Because there was a number of seasons, they can do a number of sequels for that game, guys. They can do a number of sequels for it. Right, Final Fantasy Resonance 2 or Final Fantasy Resonance something. But yeah, if you get what I'm trying to get at, like, but man,
have it on the Switch, you'll have to rebuy it on the Switch too for that $50 price.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Your save data won't carry over. So I don't know what is going on here with Square Enix when it comes to this. It's just very odd. Now, the upgrades seem to be, the frame rate will be 60, because on the Switch 1, I mean, they got the game on there. It was kind of crunchy. I mean,
if you haven't played this, go get the Switch 1 version
here.
or the
60 frames
PS4
per second.
version.
They also appear to have it set at 1080p in docked mode for Star Ocean.
So it's just a Switch to game keycard with no upgrade patch. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So basically, if you got the Switch 1 version, you got the full game. If you want to upgrade to the Switch 2 version, which is currently out, you can't. You have to buy the Switch 2 version separately. And understand that you don't own that version, because it's a game keycard. So yeah, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's like, what? Why? I'm still waiting on Bravely Default to come to PlayStation. I never thought I want I've got Bravely Default. I've got it on the DS. But I just hate the fact they released the remaster when they first announced the Switch 2, and they released Bravely Default on the Switch 2, and it ended up being a game keycard. And then when all the game keycard controversy went down, I was like, you've got to be kidding me, bro. You're telling me I don't own that game? I don't own that game, bro. So, but at least I have the DS version, and that one plays really well. It's just not up to the graphics, and it doesn't have all the extra content that the Switch 2 version has. It was ported over to Xbox and PC. You're joking? It's on PC. I didn't know that. I didn't know Bravely Default went to PC. Damn. I would have to stream that, but it would be nice if we got it on the PlayStation. That's why I don't understand why it's not on PlayStation. I mean, we've got Gamescom coming up. We've got the Game Awards coming up. Now, you guys know that I spoke about this last time. I'm worried about the next announcements of games. I'm really worried about the next announcements of games. Oh, God, what the hell happened there? I'm really worried about the next announcements of games, guys. If you understand where I'm coming from, right, the previous announcements of games are all coming around about 2007, 2007, a lot of the announcements coming. Like, I'm really excited for Xenoblade Genesis, man, on the Switch. Oh my God, that game looks beautiful. That game looks beautiful. Whoo, man to mama. I mean, the next game I'm most excited for is probably going to be Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. Oh, that game's going to be massive, man. And I will be streaming that game, guys. So be prepared. We might be streaming that till the end of the year. It's a long-ass game, bro. It's like 300 something hours unless I decide to be like, yeah, I'm going to be streaming this like through the day, bro. And my vocals going to be like, oh, guys, I can't talk anymore, guys. Oh, God. 8-hour stream. Oh, I'm tired. God, sick. We go take a break. I need to stop doing that. Oh, man. Just give me a sec, guys. This is probably the longest I've talked for. Like really talked for. But yeah, what I'm most worried about with Gamescom and the Game Awards is the next batch of games that are going to be announced late 2007 into 2008 and 2029 onwards. Yeah. A lot of those game announcements coming are probably going to be, I hate to say it, because we're not getting any answers from PlayStation right now, is a lot of those games are going to be digital. And it kind of really sucks, because I'm like thinking like, okay, so Gamescom is in, I think it's November? I think it was November. Is it November? Can't remember. But yeah, that's what I'm mostly worried about, because I'm like, oh man. I'm like, if they announce something really, really good, like, oh, it's not coming till 2009. As soon as you know that game's not coming to 2009, that game's only going to be available digitally. Unless it's powerful enough. The North American version of Tales of Eternity Remastered as a physical copy outside the States. Oh, yeah, I can't wait for Tales of Eternity, man. I think I'm getting it from PlayAsia. I think I'm going to get it from... Wait, sorry, I worded that wrong. Okay. But yeah, Tales of Eternity, man. Like, there's no North American physical, but you can buy the Asian version or Japanese version physically. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to get it from PlayAsia. And I think it's got, it can't stop long, but wanted to pop in and say, oh, hey, Shadow Scar. Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, leave, be a fellow scavenger and just leave me on in the background. Yeah? Leave me in the background. Unless you want me to eat your soul. I'll take your soul if you don't leave me on in the background, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, so there's no North American physical. Oh, man, that's shit, man. That explains why it's not popped up on the Amazon on UK. Oh, that sucks, man. But yeah, I'm getting my physical copy from PlayAsia. And that will be one of the games I'll play in October as well. Depending if we get through Fire Emblem, to be honest, man. Still need to get through Fire Emblem. Oh, man. But yeah, let's
I think that art style plays into even that like resolution pretty well there. So it's very unfortunate the way that Square Enix has been.
I'm getting mine from VGP. They're an American company, aren't they? Video Game Plus. Is that what they're called? Video Game Plus? I think that's an American company. I think. I'm not sure. It's a Canadian game company. I'm not sure. Would they be able to ship to the UK? Are they able to ship to the UK? Without me needing to pay like £20 for shipping? I'm visiting my mom right now because it's her birthday, so hope you have a good stream. Thank you, Shadow Scar, and it was nice of you to drop by. I greatly appreciate it. I really do greatly appreciate it. Okay, I'll definitely have to go check out Video Game Plus and see about shipping. If I can get games from there, physically ones, that'd be really nice, man. Because I'll tell you what, I haven't even got through half of my physical games right now. I get a backlog of games, bro. Visit their site and convert their currency to yours. Thank you. I will definitely do that. Thank you for that, Lord Dragon Sovereign. And take care, Shadow Scar, and have a great time at your mum's.
Treating some of these releases, I really do think they have to at least consider upgrades pretty consistently, and if nothing else, I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah. I've been getting my games from them for a long while now, and I love the fact that they don't charge taxes. Oh, they don't charge. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah. So yeah, obviously, Spawnwave's talking about here is like saying like Nintendo really needs to think about like when you release a Switch 2 version and there's already a Switch 1 version out, that you can get an upgrade pack for the Switch 1 version. I just don't understand why they've not considered that. Square Enix, if you're listening, consider that. Then you probably wouldn't have had so much backlash on your Switch 2 version of Star Ocean, man. Come on, man. Like, it's like, come on. I made a post the other day, and one of the things I said in that post was, why do small content creators and VTubers have more business skills than multi-million-dollar companies these days? I just let that set into your minds, guys. The fact that small YouTubers and VTubers have more business sense than actually multi-billion-dollar ones do, especially when you're a VTuber and you have to sell yourself. You have to be fun. You have to be engaging with your conversation about all this kind of stuff. And it's just, I just don't get it. It's like all these companies these days, they're so anti-consumer, yet they're massive. But the funny thing is, the conditioned people fall for that shit. The sheep people fall for that crap. You're like, whoa, because you're for the fans and not for the money. Exactly. I'm for the fans, man. The fans make the VTuber. The customers make the business. So if you have no customers, you have no business. You have no fans, and you have no content creator. I've always followed this rule. I really have. I've always followed this rule. I really have. I just don't understand why these companies just keep doing this. I just don't understand it. It's like, why? Why are people just... Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll be the real dude. It may take me longer to gain my followers, but at least the followers that I get enjoy what I do. And I'm not exploiting them for money or anything like that. I'd love to do my own merch, but what I'd like to do is to ask my own fans, like, what kind of merch would you like and all that kind of stuff. I already thought of something. I don't think any other VTubers thought of it. But I'm not big enough to even think of this idea. So this was my idea. Right, you guys, do you guys like Switch 2? Do you guys like the Switch 2? Or the Switch 1? Either. It's weird. Fate is weird. I love Fate. I love Fate. Fate Stay Night. And Fate Apothecary. Sadly, no, because of a lot of games are keycards. I know. That's what turns me away from it. I got Switch 1. I'd maybe have never met you if it wasn't for the PlayStation backlash. That's how I found you. Yeah. The funny thing is, I put up a post. I put a poster just before I started this stream. It's like I recently reached 700 followers on Twitter, guys. But I also said, it's like, I think a lot of these followers did come from me getting involved in the backlash and fighting against Sony. Put my thoughts out there. Also, I've posted a lot of stuff to developers and stuff like that, because I thought, hey, everybody else is concentrating on like telling Sony what's up, bro. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to message like the developers and share my thoughts on like why this is bad for their business and why this could affect the legacy of like their smaller developer teams and all that kind of stuff. Because it will. Because if everything goes digital, some of these people's like works that they've worked on, like these works that they've worked on, is just going to just disappear in 20, 30 years time. It's just going to disappear. It's not going to be like, say, Final Fantasy 1. You're still going to be able to find it out there in the wild. Physical copy, yeah, it'd probably be worth more. Probably £1,000 freaking pound or $600 for Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. Japanese version, extremely rare. You'll still be able to find that. But a game like, say, like Final Fantasy 18 comes out or something like that, and it's just digital, give it 20, 30 years, it's not making any money for the company, and they just go, yeah, well, this game is just not bringing any revenue at all. We're not seeing anybody buying it anymore. We're not seeing anybody talking about it. Right, it's just going zip, gone. That's it. There'll be no guidebooks for it. There'll probably be videos online, and you can get to check out videos online, but just think of the creator that made, say, like Final Fantasy 18 in the future. All that proof that they made that game is just going to disappear. Like, completely. So, in a sense, all my developer posts that I did was more aimed at young developers themselves. But also the importance of game preservation. I just don't understand why. It's just so frustrating, guys. It really is. It's just so frustrating that Sony is just not saying anything, and just all these third-party companies are just getting caught in the crossfire on their Sony posts. It's unreal, man. It's just unreal.
Your save data can't carry over, so I don't know what's going on over Square Enix. If you haven't played this game, it's good, but if you already have it on the Switch 1, I don't know if I'd recommend buying it again, just on the Switch too. It just seems very odd. Oh, and here's good news for Xbox fans who are hoping to see Dispatch make its way over to the platform. We have a release date on it, and we can see. Now, this was announced over on their social media accounts, and Dispatch is coming to Xbox. All caps, by the way. Xbox.
Is that sick for you? Have you played
July
Dispatch yet?
29th. I mean, the game is good. It's now on just about everything, I think, now, and so it's a game that I enjoyed quite thoroughly. It was also a game that I played a while ago. You know, they also mentioned it's on Xbox Cloud. So I think this would work fine as a cloud-based game. I feel like, I mean, there's nothing crazy going on in terms of like quick twitch movement or reaction time. It does get a little dicey sometimes based on some of the gameplay interactions where you have to dispatch people around. But I think for the most part, you should be able to handle it well, even through cloud streaming. But the game is fun. Fully recommend it, so check it out later on this month on Xbox. And guys, with some of the quick news out of the way, let's get into the bigger stuff. Let's start right away with Sony, who did announce July 1st that starting in 2028, they'd be winding down production.
Lord Dragon Sovereign, that's another thing I'm worried about. What if all the future games go cloud-based and you can't even download the data for them like you can with digital? Yeah, I think wasn't it Kojima that brought this up, that cloud gaming would be the next step for gaming. I mean, that is oh my god. Cloud gaming base, and you can't even download the data for them like you can with digital. Yeah. It's not something I really want to think about right now, but it is in the back of my mind. So digital doesn't seem so bad compared to cloud-based, but I still disagree with digital. There should be, basically, the whole argument of physical right now is taking away the choice. It's taking away your choice of physical to digital. Physical is important. It's still important. It really is. And that's what a lot of some of these, like, I don't know, Sony shields, man, are just going around saying, oh, digital is the future. No, digital isn't the future, bro. What you're basically saying, like, digital is the future. Digital is your prison, bro. Digital is your prison. It's going to be your digital ID to play every damn game you're playing. Right, and pricing people on low incomes out wheel of eliminating secondhand marking. Nothing about it is good. Yeah. We're talking about pricing. Have you heard what Sony's recently made announced now? Regional pricing, guys. Yep, you did. You heard it. Regional pricing. How is that even going to be fair, man? So some regions could have a game cheaper, and some regions could have a game dearer. Like, what? And then everyone's talking about what's that? Dynamic pricing. Oh, you don't even get me started on that. Dynamic pricing. What the actual F? What the actual F? And also, there are posts on Facebook and X. And they had the audacity today to say they're revisiting a re-release of the Sony Walkman. What the... Bro, I had a Sony Walkman back in the day. I think I still got it, so it might be somewhere, because I still get my CDs physical. My music CDs, man. I've never gone on Spotify. I've never downloaded my music elsewhere. I've always bought... If I support a band, I buy the CD. I always do. And I always have. I always have, man. I've always bought... I mean, I posted a couple days ago that I bought a Lynch CD Climax. So they can revisit and relaunch the Walkman, but do not CDs. What the fuck? Yeah, you know, bro, now that you brought that up, why is no... I need to go check that post out. I want to see what people have commented on that post, man. I seriously need to see what they've commented on that post. I think I need to try and sort out my scenes where we can actually go and look at some like Twitter posts and all that stuff. So I will probably sort that out next time I do a discussion video. But I'm really enjoying it now, guys, doing these discussion videos. I really am. It's like everybody's really getting into it. We're all having this discussion about what's going on with games. And I just recently bought the disc set for Beatmania. Happy Sky. Oh man, I haven't heard Beatmania in like forever. So I used to get, my cousin used to get, what was it? Clubland CDs. There's freaking millions of Clubland CDs out there, bro. Oh my god, he loved his Clublands, man. And I'd like some of the songs back in the day when I was a kid. I wasn't really into like my hard rock and metal back then when I was a kid. When I was about 8, 12, 15, I was barely into any rock and metal. I was into just what everybody else was listening. Yeah, I know, it sucks. I was like, oh my god, oh yeah. Is that kung fu fighting? It's as fast as lightning. Hoo! Ha ha hoo ha! Everyone's going, bro, how old is Sickfeet, man? How the hell does he know that song? How does he know that song? Oh man, but man, yeah, that's crazy that Sony are bringing back the Walkman. Understanding that it's a CD product. It uses CD, so why? Unless they're using the market in 38, I'll probably out uncle you all. I'm 38 as well, bro. You're not the only uncle, bro. And you know the thing is, I actually am an uncle. So yeah, I'm 38, man. I'm 38. I'm 38, man. And I don't look it, trust me. When I said I was 38 to my boss, we're in the same age range. Yeah. We're all 30, 40-year-old geezers, bro. Oh man, but yeah. It's crazy, man. Same here. I look younger, I think. Yeah, people think I look about 25, and I'm like, oh man, I'm taking that. I'm taking that. And my boss flipped out when she found out I was 38, because I've been working at my place for about 11 years, and she found out I was 38 now. So, how old are you, Mike? 38. She was like, no, kiss my ass, are you 38? I goes, oh, well, you want to go out with me, do you? No wonder we out here shouting at clouds. Bro, you did us dirty on that one, man. No wonder we out here shouting at clouds. Man, dudes, man, you're doing me dirty. You're doing us all dirty, man. It's like we're all geezers shouting at clouds. I'm shouting at the clouds. Oh, man.
And manufacturing for Blu-ray discs that they would use for PlayStation games. And it seems pretty obvious that PS6 is going to be heavily leaning into just digital. Could be a disc drive.
I don't think PS6 is going to get a disc drive. If they're already planning to take away physical, we feel like we are 21 and that's all that matters. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do modeling, so yeah. I do modeling, so I'm all right at the minute. They haven't kicked me to the curb yet. But yeah, talking about the PS6, I said this way before everybody said this. PS6 is going to be digital. PS6 is going to be digital. I think unless they do exactly what they did with the PS5 Pro and they give you a disc drive option just so you can still play your PS5 games. Because I'm telling you now, it's not going to be back. I don't think it's going to be backward compatible. Because that's what everyone was saying. So, oh, the next gen's going to be backward compatible with like every PlayStation era. I honestly don't think. If it does come with a disc drive, it's only going to be. What do you do modeling for? Or is that too personal to ask? Cosplay and all that kind of stuff. Cosplay. I like dressing up in suits and being like a gangster kind of dude. But yeah, I like that. I do that kind of stuff. But because I'm a VTuber now, I have to kind of keep that all down on the wraps, man. Goddamn AI viewer stream boo boy. But cosplay, I've been summoned again. Yeah, I've done some cosplays. I've done the Joker, Beetlejuice, Tanjiro. There are some other ones I've done. I want to do more, but because I want to try and keep my identity down on the low now, I try not to show my face too much. As you know, when I put my saucy pictures of me with my ripped abs and my peckies, I put something on my head so nobody can see my head. But if you're one of my earliest followers and you've been following me on Facebook, people have seen my face and they know how young I look for my age. So they know that. But yeah, that was way before I became a VTuber. But now that I've become a VTuber, I was like, yeah, I like to kind of keep that on the wraps now. I like to keep that under the wraps. But yeah, man. I love cosplaying. I really do. I love cosplaying. I'm trying to think what other ones did I do. Joker was probably my favourite one. Because I've got that hairstyle, that spiky hairstyle that he has.
Like for backwards compatibility with physical games, we're still not sure on that. All we know for sure is that that's the direction Sony's going in starting January 2028. The backlash has been crazy and overwhelming online. And it seems like right now Sony, who has said nothing about the elephant in the room, is kind of hoping it dies down. But it hasn't. It's still going.
Yeah, man. I find it funny how like Sony's like saying, yeah, we're just going to let this storm blow over. We're going to let this storm blow over. And we're just going to flow through this like, woo, flow through this like the winds. Like, come on. Be like the wind, bruh. Be like the winds. Whoa, we can defend ourselves against this backlash. Because, no, you ain't defending anything in this backlash. This backlash is going to keep going on. I'll just sit here very jealous of your amazing cosplay. Spawnwave did have a theory yesterday about the discs. Oh, you read? Oh. Is it featured in this video or a different one? That I did think of myself. I might have to check that out. See what else you got. It just depends how much time. How much time have I got? Still got about an hour left for stream because I'm going to make sure this is a 2-hour stream today to make up for all my previous streams. So it was a different video. Okay, we'll see if we can find that video. I'll go onto his page or something like that. Continue watching this. Yeah, it was a different video. But yeah, man, the backlash has not calmed down, man. Everyone is full steam ahead, bro, including myself. I'm like, Sony, you going down now. But the one thing I find absolutely funny, guys, is Sony is kneecapping, yes, you heard it, kneecapping physical anime. As you know what they're doing with that, bro. They're basically checking, okay, right, so are we getting more physicals in anime, or are we getting more digitals in anime? Are we getting more physicals in anime, or are we getting more digitals in anime? And I'm telling you now, like what they did with the Sony PlayStation, they skewed the numbers, bro. They skewed the numbers, and we know it. This is where it comes into, like, we as small content creators, we do that. We dig, man. We really dig, man. We dig for that shit, man. And we're like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, no, you skewed the numbers, man. Because there was an Insomniac leak, and it said most of Insomniac games sold better physically than they did digitally. And I'm like, bro, come on, Sony. You're lying out your ass, bro. Lying out your ass. TLDR, he had a theory that the reason they weren't doing disc is because they have a handheld alongside the PS6, and maybe they're doing a different style of media like the PSP had, UMDs. Well, if they're doing that, why don't they just come out and say that? If they're going to do a different form of physical media. You can't just come out and say, yo, we're not going to be doing physical discs anymore. But the next generation console is going to feature something totally else. Exactly, that's where the theory falls apart. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like, what if they have something else in plan for the PS6, a new form of storage media to where the games are going to be kept? Like you said in that post, UMDs, is why not announce that, and then maybe you wouldn't have had all this backlash. So, like, if they announce the PS6 and say, yeah, but we're bringing out this new form of disc UMD, which holds more space for video games, yet they're taking all this backlash, and they've not said a word. I'm still more following the thought that they just want to go straight digital. I don't think there's any new form of storage media that they're going to use to bring games out. They need to talk about, to stop the backlash, unless it's a new tech they haven't patented yet. God knows. Yeah, it's unreal, man. But yeah, talking about the backlash, Sony was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, copying, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bot accounts out there trying to derail everything, but they are fairly miserable. People are so pissed, and these people know they're pissed, and like, the momentum is dying down for the backlash. No, it isn't. And we've even seen posts that I've got the exact same thing with different words, man. And like, you can't tell me that's not a freaking bot account or some blooming corporate shield being paid by bloody Sony, man. Come on. Really? You really think? You can tell I'm getting riled up, can't you? Oh, man. But yeah, Sony now has to deal with the Crunchyroll anime otakus now, bro. I mean, out of all the communities to piss off, they went, yeah, we're going to start kneecapping physical anime DVDs. And you're like, yo, bro. Most anime people collect physicals, man. They like collecting their figure. Imagine if they start. Oh, my God. Oh, don't even. Yeah, that pissed me off when they announced that. Yeah, you have no idea, dude. I mean, they can't be doing this to our anime. No, man. Absolutely not. As soon as I saw that post, I was like, man, I'm getting straight on this, man. It's like, you are not touching our anime. That's like, as soon as I post on any Sony post now, I say, no disc, no buy, and stay the hell away from our anime, man. Get the fudge out of our territory, bro. Get the hell out, man. This is freaking bullshit. And it's kind of funny because I said this. I basically said in one of my really old posts, because I reposted it. I said every form of media is going to get locked behind a subscription service. Your anime, your games, and yeah, I hate to say it, guys, they're coming for you. They're coming for our manga next, man. They're coming for your manga next. You ain't going to get a chance to read a book in your bed. No, you're going to be looking at a manga page on your freaking phone or freaking tablet or some shit. And you're going to be paying $10.99 for a subscription fee. And they'll be like, yeah, we're going to make you pay separate for your books as well. Oh, and then, yeah. Oh, you know what GTA 6 has done where they've released an £80 version? Yeah, staring directly into that blue light. Yeah, man. My manga. I know. Listen to me. Listen to good old Sickfy. Protect your manga. Protect your physical manga. Buy your manga like crazy, man. Cloud-based manga. Oh, don't, man. I hate even thinking about it, bro. I hate thinking about it. I think the only time I've ever really read a manga on the internet is when the manga's only available in Japanese. And that's the only time I ever read that. But I always support the Japanese manga artists and buy the physical versions. As you know, I've got a massive Type Moon manga collection for Tsukahime and Melty Blood, man. Oh, man. And I've got the English versions of the Fate Grand Order. I'm currently reading through one right now, which, I'll tell you what, the artwork in the one thing I love about Type Moon is the art style, man. And everyone's like, yeah, but every character looks the same. Yeah, it's called an art style, bro. That's what it is. Would you imagine playing one Type Moon game to the next and then it's a totally different art style? You'd be pissed, man. You'd be pissed. You'd be like, ugh, that looks nasty. It's like, oh, that looks better. Oh, and then the next one comes out and like, oh, God, that looks way better. And then they do the next one and like, what have they done to it? That's what... Also, guys, don't forget to go watch the new Ghost in the Shower, man. It is so good. It is so good. It's more based on the original, man. It's more based on the original. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Yeah. Most media, your anime, your manga, your games, and your music is going to be locked behind a subscription service. Coming soon, digital cloud-based braille. Oh, no. Don't forget, guys, you can get your digital pizza. It comes out of thin air and right into your mouth. You didn't even know you tasted it. There you go, Domino's. I did a bit of thingy for you there. But yeah, man, most media is going to get locked behind subscription services. And Crunchyroll is even already proved that fact, man. That'll go nicely with my digital cola. No. I'm drinking some kombucha right now, man. I'm not even thinking about Coca-Cola. I got me some kombucha. Ginger and lemon, bro. Ginger and lemon. Hey, Stephen Thompson. Welcome. Good day. Hope you're having an awesome day, man. Hope you're having an awesome day. As you can see, we're talking about the Sony Backlash right now, and we're talking about all the third-party stuff. It's just everything in general to do with the Sony Backlash, man. So yeah, we've all coming soon. Me with a baseball bat to those who touch my manga. that was brilliant, man. Oh, me with a baseball bat to those who touch my manga. Oh man, bloody hell, man. But yeah, like I'm saying, is like, if we don't stop Sony and we don't stop Crunchyroll, even though Crunchyroll is technically Sony now because they own it. Well, the good thing is I got about 1,100 DVDs of a bunch of diff stuff, and it's not bad. Just got home from work. Nice, man. It's like me. I got tons of games. I mean, like I said, guys, as soon as everything goes digital, all the retro market is going to go up in price, but there's going to be a massive retro boom. I'm telling you now, there's going to be a massive retro boom. If we don't stop Sony from doing this, there will be a massive retro boom. There'll be plenty of games for us all to play to stay away from Sony and that. But I'm still sticking with the Switch for now, but I'm only going to buy the first party games. And then I'll get the last remaining PS4 and PS5 games that are the last PS4 and PS5 games that are physical, but that's about it, really. Fuck it, shall we just go and storm Castle Sony? God, man. I mean, I did say this. I'm a war veteran and I'm ready, man. I'm ready when everybody is like, let's all just like band together and just go storm the Sony building in Japan, man. I'll turn into Inosuke. Oh, man. Also, hope you had a good day at work, Stefan. Hope you had a good day at work, my bro. Tell you what, man, it's hot. It's still hot in the UK, man. It's not as hot. I mean, it's only 26, I think. I think it's only 26 in the UK now. It's still hot, though. I'm sweating from all this talking, bro. I'm sweating from all this talking, man. Spawn Wave, I have left you on a very... So that's Spawn Wave! I've left him on a very funny pause. I've seen rumours that the new Xbox will have a disc drive, and let's go. I got pitchforks. Now, when it comes to that disc drive rumour, apparently the poster of that is an Xbox shield. But the only thing is, what I've seen as well, is that apparently with that Xbox post, they might be faking it. I'm not sure. But like a lot of content creators are saying, it's like look, with what Sony is doing right now, this is the perfect chance for Sega to just take the reins again and be like, yo, we got Dreamcast 2 coming, bro. It's completely disc. It'll be able to play all your PlayStation 1 games and your Sega games and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. Or Xbox could take the reins and be like, okay, right, Project Helix, we're going to put a disc drive on it. But what I'm hearing about Project Helix in a minute is like, it's going to do disc to digital or whatever it is they're talking about. So I'm a bit like, okay. So they're trying to give you some form of ownership. Like, hey, you've still got a disc, but that disc is a one-time code. So you're like, what? You're like, what? I don't get it. Right. I'll be more like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, taking them all down till I go to the horse conditioner. Oh, Mikey, move on. You got the jokes, bro. You've got the jokes, man. Crossing them off my list as I go. Oh, Mikey Moo UK. Kill Bill Volume 3. Sony's going down. Oh, man. All right. Okay, Spawn Wave.
Going every single time they post anything on social media, there is a pending community note. Because I can see the community notes. I'll vote on them at times. I can see it.
Yeah.
And it's every single time.
Yeah,
all right. And then on
is.
top of that, the comments are overwhelming, typically just outweighing any likes or retweets, anything like that. And you do wonder, at one point, it's like, okay, there's a lot of exposure for every single game we show off.
Yep.
But it starts to get to the point of, man, no one's talking about the game that's being shown here.
Yep.
They're all just yelling at Sony about physical games and how it seems like they're going away from that in like a year and a half or so. Okay, so with that in mind, it seems like some of the developers maybe behind the scenes are taking note of this and even becoming kind of frustrated because it's not free to have Sony tweet about your game.
Yeah. That's another thing. I didn't even realize this, to be honest. I didn't know this shit was going down to. I was like, oh shit, they've got to pay to get their thing posted on that Sony's advertisement. So if you say like you got a new game coming out, it's your very first video game, right? And you already know about the controversy that's currently going on. And you're like, you've seen all these comments on all these third-party developers things, and you're like, oh my God, they're not even talking about their game. It's not even talking about their game. It's just physical, save the physical, do this, that this. Oi, address the elephant in the room, Sony. It's like, if I was a third-party developer, I wouldn't even ask Sony or PlayStation to even advertise my game if that's the backlash they're receiving on their posts. If you see where I'm going, so I would step back from Sony and probably go to Nintendo, go to Xbox, go to PC and start advertising there. I mean, Sony PlayStation may have like over 140 million like things, but you don't want your new video game to be in the crossfire of all that controversy. You really don't want that for your video game. So, in a sense, if you had any brains, you wouldn't advertise your game on a anti-consumer platform that is currently under probably one of the most historical backlashes in the history of gaming, that makes politics look like small, like quite literally. This is like off the charts, like quite literally. Like what? Ugh, it's crazy, man. It's like, because one of the things I found interesting as there's a game called Tito. Have you guys seen that game been advertised called Tito? I wonder if when they make a marketing deal with PlayStation, how long it lasts. A month, maybe. I think it could be longer than that. It could be like a year, like I said with the phone contracts and all that stuff. But yeah, what was I talking about again? I've lost my, like, coverage over a month and then it gets cycled out. Yeah. I mean, it could be that. I mean, I'm not sure how the contracts work when it comes to getting a promotion through PlayStation. But as a third-party developer, I would pull back. I would really pull back. Yeah, Tito, you were talking about. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, Tito. So, yeah, Tito. So, they put an advertisement on Sony. And it saw all the backlash, right? And then Tito posted something up and they were talking about, they were like, oh my God, like, we posted our game on PlayStation and nobody was talking about a game. It was all about save the physical, do this and that. It's like, it's wild. But I'm like thinking that backlash isn't technically aimed at Tito, but in a sense, it is hurting their marketing with PlayStation, if you see where I'm coming from. But, like I said, if you knew that was going on, why promote it there? Why promote your game on a platform right now is under all that scrutiny and controversy? And then say like, but if our game doesn't do digitally well, I don't know who told them this. They said, our game's got to do digitally well before we get physical. How do you guys feel about that? Someone told Tito that if their game doesn't do very well digitally, it won't get a physical copy. I don't like how does that work out? It's like, it's an unfortunate truth and we do feel bad for them, but we have to get through to PlayStation. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, I understand what third parties are going through. Collateral damage, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly, yeah. PlayStation is basically, they don't really give two flying about blooming the damage that's going on right now with third parties. Because the first party games are going to do well regardless of the backlash. We already know that. Because the millions. Like, I mean, the one thing I'm going to find horrible is if PlayStation like puts a video up for Final Fantasy VII Revelations and then, oh man, that's just going to see backlash beyond belief. But I know full well, if you go to the main pages of Tito and you look at their posts there, they're not receiving any backlash. There's no backlash there. The only time they're receiving backlash is when it's getting promoted on the PlayStation page. And that's what, when I watched this one video, I can't remember who he was called, and he basically says, it's like, man, like, people got to think, man, like, bro, you're hurting these third-party developers. Yeah, but the thing is, they're promoting on PlayStation. If they're promoting on PlayStation, they should know full well the backlash is there. If we basically like, oh, it's a third-party developer, we don't post, oh, no physical, no buy, and all that kind of stuff. PlayStation is going to think, oh, okay, it's all right then. It's all right. The backlash is calming down. But no, we've got to push. We really have to push. So I do. I feel for the third parties, but I also feel like if they had any common sense, pull out of Sony. If you're hearing me, third party developers, pull out of Sony, because as soon as you post on Sony's platform, you are going to get bombarded by the controversy, regardless of how good your game is. I know it sucks. And I know people will I know if someone gets hold of this video and they watch this and like, bro, man, this guy's evil. It's like, not really. So if you had any common sense, you would pull out from Sony. And I think with people, with them saying like, oh, third-party developers are getting really pissed off at this. That last post right now, yikes. 801 likes, 4K comments. Which one? What? Send me my DMs and I'll have a look. So yeah. So I'm like I employ third-party developers, small teams, pull out from Sony. Don't give them any of your money. Don't even let them. The indie one, you saw it. I'll have to check that out. From 2 hours ago. I'll have to check that out, man. So I'm not quite sure which one. I've posted a lot, so I get lost. I get lost in the frameworks, man. But yeah, like I'm saying, it's like if you're a third-party developer, pull away from Sony right now and go and post on. Go get your advertisement from like Nintendo or somewhere where there's no controversy, and you can save yourself the hardship. It's the one where they said looking for some great indie. That one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I think I know which one you're on about, man. Yeah, because I basically, like I said, it says if you're advertising on an anti-consumer platform, the harsh reality is they're gonna get hit with all this controversy, and it sucks. It really does suck. It really does suck, man. But hey, if someone's gonna put me out and be the bad guy, then just leave them to it. I'm not. One of the things that I've learned through this whole entire controversy is like I ain't gonna waste my time on naysayers. I ain't gonna waste my time on the shields. I'm not gonna waste my time on any of the negative comments, man. My energy is putting forth trying to save physical media from the corporate greed, and that's where I'm focusing. As soon as I see someone say like, oh, digital is the future, I don't even bother commenting on it. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, man. It really is just not worth it. But yeah, it's like it's shit that third-party developers are getting all this shit, but they're only getting this shit because they're getting their games promoted on the Sony PlayStation part. It's the one they said looking for good. Oh yeah, same. I'm going for the praise for the game dev in one sentence, and then trash PlayStation for the rest of the post. Yeah, I know. I mean, they posted a like I love Castlevania, right? There's a new Castlevania game coming out, right? I follow the Castlevania page, and the Castlevania page is not seeing any backlash. Now, Castlevania was recently promoted on Sony's page, and that received backlash. It's only the Sony pages, anything that Sony's reposting or promoting on their platform is getting the backlash. That's where the backlash is.
That costs money. Typically, there's some kind of marketing deal, usually thousands, tens of thousands of dollars even, depending on the contracts with even smaller titles, let alone potentially millions and millions of dollars with contracts for big-time games, AAA, like Grand Theft Auto 6 or whatever else, right? Okay, well, one game I noticed, and this you can even see is over on Push Square, Densha Attack was getting kind of beaten up.
Yeah. Well, the Denshin Attack. I remember when this was advertised because this game really does look fun, man. It really brings me back to the Dreamcast days. But yeah, like I said, it's getting advertised on PlayStation and getting torn to Reds.
I will admit, and like there were some people who were kind of defending it, like, hold on a minute, guys, hold on. The game's good. Maybe buy it somewhere else if you need to. Like, they were trying to, basically people are trying to push others into buying it on systems that aren't the PlayStation 5, basically. Now, I did check out Densha Attack. I actually checked it out on the Xbox, and you know what? The game is actually pretty awesome. Yeah, I saw some people
I agree with Spawnweb that the game actually is pretty damn awesome, but it's such a shame because it's being promoted on PlayStation. That one of their advertising on PlayStation, it's getting obliterated by the controversy, man. Like I said, they're gonna promote it on their own page or somewhere else, and just until this controversy calms down. I just think for third-party developers, it's gonna hurt them, man. It's gonna hurt. It sucks. And I don't want it to happen, but we need to keep pushing, man. And I am very sorry to third-party developers, but like I said, from my point of view, stay away from advertising with Sony. I really do. Sony PlayStation, it's not worth it. Because I reckon PlayStation Center was like, yeah, no, don't worry, you'll get plenty of people. We have broken through what they probably expected of us. I don't think they expected the backlash that is currently going on, bro. I don't think they expected this backlash that's what's going on, man. Because it's huge. And now we have to find to the breaking point. Well, I recently put something on is there currently is a Gamescom event coming on. And PlayStation are going to be there, guys. PlayStation will be there. And what I think people should do, you know, you get handed those leaflets sometimes. Like, how was your experience with Sony PlayStation? I want every single person to write on that slip, no disc, no buy. And then when you get asked answers when you go to the events of like PlayStation, says, is it gonna? Are we gonna get it on physical as well? Is it gonna get a physical release? So I just want people to just make that the main topic for when they go to these events, to make sure that it's not just going on online, Sony. It's going out in the public. I mean, it's already hit the news, man. It's really already hit the news, man. It's really hit the news, man. They're going to hear me loud and clear. Yeah, man. I mean, like, I just think like, if we're gonna tackle Sony, we need to tackle them on all fronts. This is why as soon as I saw that Crunchyroll was connected with Sony, I was like, man, nah, you ain't getting away with that. I would attend Gamescom if I had the money to go, bro. I'm only a small content creator, so I don't earn that much. And my main job doesn't give me that much either, so I'd love to go, but I just wish... I'm just telling people, like, look, if you go to Gamescom, just make sure you write on those leaflets, no disc, no buy, and then when you ask questions... But a vacation in UK would be nice, though. UK is not too bad. I like going to the seaside.
Have some comparisons to Dreamcast games, like that era.
Yeah, I said that. Dreamcast
like that. I don't know if it's the visuals that look very, very sharp. The game itself is zany and weird and crazy and over the top. It does kind of scream early 2000s generation, and it is a lot of fun. It also has some, I wasn't expecting that necessarily, has some Tony Hawk Pro Skater thrown in there. I mean, seriously, you have...
At least you guys have real food with real ingredients. Kind of. I hope everyone who goes to it in person makes some insane noise. Honestly, I think there will be noise. If the way the backlash is in these events, I think there will be noise. I won't be surprised if someone stands up in one of when Sony's like announcing like some kind of new game, they're like, yo, we're getting physical, bro. And then a load of other people just sound like, yeah, physical, bro, we're getting physical. I would piss myself. I would be like, oh man. I was like, yo, Sony, you totally fooled this shit up, man.
Different objectives as you're going through this on-rail section where you're jumping around all over the place. You're doing what look like skateboard tricks. You use the right stick.
Skateboard tricks in the bus.
Really, really cool and imaginative game. But people are basically quote tweeting PlayStation, do not play this on PlayStation 5 over and over and over again. And you know what? Again, a smaller game. This isn't GTA 6. So any of these smaller, you could say indie titles, which Dench tax like $20. I think on PC it was on sale for like 20% off or something. These are games that, you know, when they do a deal like this with PlayStation, it's a big deal for them. It's like, hey, we got that. We're getting that exposure for a game that, you know, it's hard for it to stand out.
Yeah, exactly. You get much smaller and more expensive meals over here, though. Portion sizes are tiny. I mean, stay away, when you come to the UK, stay away from processed junk. And stay away from ready-made meals, man. There's about 20 ingredients in that, and half of that's processed junk. I'm a carnivore, so all I eat is meat, dairy, and eggs, and that's it. That's all I eat, man. That's my diet, man. That's it. But yeah, like what Spawnwave was saying here, it's a big opportunity to get your. Oh yeah, we got a lot of processed stuff, man. Seriously, I swear, when I go shopping with my mum, she's like, "Is this any good? Is this?" As soon as I see rapeseed oil and guar gum and all these other things, I'm like, "Yep, that's junk." I mean, we still have our produce stuff, and we have our meats. Stay away from deli meats because they're basically as processed meat. But yeah, like Spawnwave is saying, it's a big thing for third-party developers to get a promotion spot. And like they said, they have to put money towards it. And it also gets them some recognition. But right now, with what Sony's pulled, these poor third-party developers aren't getting recognition. They get the backlash. So it's like, whoa, bro. It's like, if you ever come to America, I hate to tell you, but a lot of our food is processed and poisoned. Hydrogenated oils and maltodextrin. Reek number 5. Yep. Definitely, Stefan. Yep, I fully agree with you. If you want to get your arteries clogged up, you go eat some seed oils. But eat seed oils, man. And that's in every single packaged food, man. If you go to the supermarket in the UK and you go to pick up a frozen chicken, you better check that ingredients, man. Because even though it's marketed as, oh, it's a fresh frozen chicken. Yeah, read that ingredients, bro. It's going to have like 20 ingredients with basically rapeseed oil, palm oil, sunflower oil, and all this kind of stuff, man. It's like, it's not good, man. It's not. It's really not good, man. If you ever come to America, you can tell you, but a lot of food is processed and poisoned. Yeah. Oh, man. That's another problem. That the food industry is so poisoned. And also another thing I believe, I don't believe in doctors anymore. I don't. They're just pill pushers, and that is it. They don't have any kind of nutritional tallow and butter for the win. Yeah, tallow and butter, man. And make sure that butter is grass-fed butter. Make sure it's grass-fed butter, bro. It's gotta be grass-fed butter.
Because a lot of people just turn on their system and play Fortnite. This is a game I'd like to see more people play because it genuinely stands out in the marketplace if you put it in front of people. Now, with that in mind, Sony also did release a new Wolverine trailer, and I've been kind of curious if something like a big Wolverine game would be able to overcome the overwhelming amount of comments. And
no, Wolverine's also been plastered in it. But if you go to the Insomniac page, they're not actually getting attacked by the backlash. It's just the Sony promotion is.
No, in the comments section on YouTube,
so it's not just third-party developers getting
physical
hit.
media or frustration against Sony, or them moving away from physical. It's a whole thing, right? So that hasn't worked well there. And then, of course, Sony just can't. They have to outdo themselves. Now the entire anime community is getting involved with this.
Oh, he's brought it up, man. It's like the whole anime shit. I'll tell you this for a fact. You thought gamers were bad for backlash? Now, anime and otakus are on a whole different new level, bro. They're on a whole different level, man. I'm telling you that for a fact.
Because it appears that Crunchyroll is, let's take a look. Okay, so this is over on Crunchyroll's store. Now, again, Sony owns Crunchyroll. They say this August.
Yeah, and the fact that I'm in both of those spectrums, they have hell on their hands. Oh my god, man. I mean, I'm the same. Every fan base wanting a chew on PlayStation's throat, man. Oh man, can you imagine if Sony PlayStation said, "Oh yeah, we're kneecapping movie DVDs and music CDs." Oh my god, they would have the whole freaking world on their ass next. So if they did that, but I know they ain't gonna do that. They'll do that slowly, man. But they're coming for the main medias that brings money in, which is basically games and anime. I'm like, can this company get any more stupid?
We are transitioning the Crunchyroll store to a brand new shopping experience that will be available exclusively for Mega and Ultimate fans. That's a subscription service through Crunchyroll that, to my understanding, ranges like $15 to $20 somewhere in there for either one. The new store captures the excitement of convention exclusive merchandise, collectibles, curated drops, and limited release products inspired by the anime series you love. But before the new experience launches, we're celebrating with a summer sale with 50% off select items beginning July 14th. So I will admit, I haven't bought.
You know what's so funny about that? They announced that, okay, the store's going to be locked behind these memberships. And then they say, before this happens, we're going to have a 50% off sale, fingers. Now, go back to when everybody was cancelling their PS Pluses. What did Sony start to do with the PS Plus? Oh, if you cancel with our PS Plus, why don't you reconsider? We'll give you 50% off your PS Plus. I was like, ha ha ha! Sony. Sony, really? You're offering me 50% if I rejoin? It's not gonna happen. I know what you're doing there, boy. I know what you're doing there. And you'll still be sleeping with the fishes. Yeah, man, that's exactly what they've done here with Crunchyroll. Before they bring out the whole, we're going to lock the store behind something, subscription. And then we're like, we're going to have a 50% off sale to begin with. And then everything's going to be locked behind a subscription fee. Yeah, you really think people are going to be stupid to fall for that? It's just beyond me, man.
Anything really I guess physical anime shows, whatever else on Crunchyroll. But I see a lot of people frustrated with this, and you know what? I empathize with people who maybe really enjoy an anime series, and then guess what happens more times than not on some of these subscription services? You can see Anime Rave points out Black Lagoon has been removed from Crunchyroll following the expiration of its.
I'm going to say, if any of you haven't watched Black Lagoon, you go watch Black Lagoon, man. It's an incredible anime. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And you know what's so funny? They removed Fate Kylie Lina Prism, Ilya. And then you know what just got announced? The sequel to Fate Khalid. And you're like, that's been taken off the store all of a sudden it's been announced. You're like, make it make sense. But yeah, man, I recommend Black Lagoon, man. It's an incredible anime. Also, don't forget to watch the movie as well.
Streaming license. This happens a lot. And it's something that Crunchyroll has been heavily criticized on is man, these anime series, they just get pulled down randomly because of these licensing issues. And what happens when that takes place? Well, you can see in some of the comments, people are just posting their physical collection on Blu-ray for their different anime series, like in this case, the Black Lagoon. So I actually ran into this myself with Dragon Ball: Battle of the Gods, right? And it was a movie that I thought was a lot of fun, and I figured the kids is going to older.
Dragon Ball.
Hey, why don't you check this movie out? You know, I think it's an enjoyable time.
Dragon Ball
fast
Super is
enough.
so good.
And I couldn't find it anywhere, for streaming. I'm like, who has the streaming on this? and I couldn't seem to find it. So then I started looking around and actually buying the thing, and so yes, I do see why people would be frustrated at the idea of Crunchyroll, Sony owned, moving away from physical media because they're going to do a store locked behind their subscription service. That just plays into FOMO, and I think it lets them shrink down a lot of their just on-hand space, so like warehouse space.
Yeah, if you think about it, if they're going to stop doing physical discs and they're only going to have a set of physical discs, and then all of a sudden they lock the store behind a subscription fee, and they know full well not a lot of people are going to pay for that subscription fee, because I know a lot of people ain't going to fall for it, but that's basically telling us they don't have a very big physical kind of factory on hand for this physical media behind this subscription, if you understand what I'm trying to get at. It's wild is what it is. It's wild.
And then also charge more money for really anything they're selling. But now Sony has the ire of the gaming community, who's all like for physical media, and the anime community, who's about physical media. So they're just making enemies all over the place, which is so weird, because it seems like all of this could have been avoided by Sony just letting the market kind of take care of itself. At least on the gaming side, another generation, just the way it was trending, yeah, maybe it would have bottomed out single digits and they kind of move on. I don't really know about the anime community when it comes to physical media. It seems like many of them still really like it, and I see why with the subscription services.
That's an understatement,
if nothing else,
bro. Sony
probably could have bypassed a lot of this by just going another generation for the PlayStation 6, at least supporting physical media. I'm very curious if Sony ends up saying something here, because it's not getting, it's not dying down, I think, to the degree that Sony was hoping, where they kind of bulldoze the whole situation. This appears like something they'll be dealing with for quite some time. Next up, let's talk about a patent that seems to be pointing to a piece of hardware for Nintendo with the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. And I do kind of think this is something that's going to come to fruition if it's not already being manufactured, to be honest. And like we can see, this is over on Nintendo Patents Watch. It says a Nintendo patent published in China describes a Switch 2 dock that can also support Switch 1 console. Since Switch 2 and Switch 1 handle the power delivery negotiation differently, the dock can recognize which console is connected. So there's all kinds of diagrams here, but like for the Switch,
so we're getting it. We're getting a new Nintendo dock that can actually dock not just the Switch 2, but the Switch 1 as well. Oh, okay. But the thing is, aren't they discontinuing the Switch 1? I'm pretty sure they said they were discontinuing the Switch 1. So why would they be making a dock for both the Switches?
Switch 2 console, USB 3 data standard versus USB 2 data standard for the Switch 1. Of course, difference in terms of overall video output with resolution, 4K for the Switch 2, 1080p for the Switch 1. But then also that fan. So we've actually talked about this in the teardown, and we were trying to figure out, it's been going back and forth, does the fan actually work to cool the system at all? Well, technically in the patent, they do describe the fan as actually cooling the device. All right, so I'm curious about maybe a new dock where they would work to implement that further so that the Switch 2 can at least get more cooling, as the Switch 1 just doesn't really need the cooling as much, obviously. So the fan will lower RPM with the Switch 1, but then speed up for the Switch 2 here. And I think this would be, it's kind of a shame in my mind that this wasn't their initial strategy. I think it will be eventually. I think we will probably see some sort of dock get introduced, because right now Nintendo technically is manufacturing two different docks, and they could save in plenty of money, I'm sure, just making a single dock that they sell. And sure, the dock itself isn't cheap. It's more than $100, right? But if it has multifunctionality in a household, where the idea being you can go around to different TVs, and it doesn't matter if it's a Switch 1 or a Switch 2, the dock will figure it out and then display the correct resolution, the power delivery, USB transfer speeds, all of that. That feels convenient enough where someone might go, oh, I don't need to buy two different docks and hook up which one I need, maybe, because...
Yeah, I see where he's going with this, yeah. I think when they first announced the Nintendo Switch 2, the dock that should have been with it should have been available to charge both the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. Instead, they decided to say, oh, okay, the Switch 2 is only going to get its own dock, but then we're going to design a dock for both of them. So it's like, yeah, we're just going to market something else, and we know people are going to buy it.
Again, families, remember, Nintendo wanted to be a multi-Switch per household. That was their plan. So there are many Switch 1s, I'm sure, still floating around in households that have a Switch 2. This makes a ton of sense, and it's kind of a shame that that wasn't the plan, like day one for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that, again, we see here. I'd say maybe pretty soon. I wouldn't be shocked if by the end of the year, we're talking about a new dock being introduced, and Nintendo maybe just randomly announces it one day, but like just randomly on social media. But this would work to let them filter down some of their manufacturing lines and set it up so they just make one dock as opposed to two, and try to guess how many of either that they need. And in our last bit of news, let's talk about a Final Fantasy game coming up here later this fall that, man, I think looks really good. And they've been showing more and more of
Resonance.
This being Square Enix. And in fact, they put out
so
a whole
excited for this,
trailer
man.
for it, and they put out a big write-up.
The docks are quite expensive as a standalone, aren't they? Yeah, he just said they're about $100, so that's probably about £80 or probably £120. Oh, God, I got something stuck in my throat, bro. But, yeah. Oh, God, what's going on? It's because I talked too long. That's probably why.
With new details, and that's Final Fantasy Resonance.
Yeah, I can't wait for this, man.
To it, and according to Square, it's like the first big Final Fantasy game that will be doing that. But like some of the trailer here, I also have some of the details we'll go over real quick. Now the main story
looks incredible,
about 30 to 40 hours, almost double that though for completion. So there is a lot to do in this game. Again, they are kind of positioning it as more of a main, I guess, kind of Final Fantasy game, not necessarily just a smaller side project. 26 visions, and the visions they've kind of shown off with Cloud as an example where it switches over and shows a cutscene of him. But these are like crystallized essences of legendary heroes, as they put it. And you can unlock different vision abilities as you strengthen your bond. And the idea being you equip one of these visions,
the world
and
map, man, I can't believe that's crazy.
Grow with them.
World map, bro.
So kind of a, I guess pulling a little bit there from, say, the job system or something, somewhat. They did show some new screenshots, by the way, of different visions. So I did see Squall was in there, Zidane, Tidus, and then a few others. They also have Esper summons, so they have to kind of, I guess, differentiate these, where you have visions that felt kind of like summons.
Oh, man, look how good the battles look, man.
Okay,
proper
so
classic Final Fantasy,
Titan,
bro.
Odin, those are some that they name there, and then there are a few others. And they have fast travel unlocked very early in the game. I mean, they've shown an airship basically the whole way through. So I kind of feel like you're going to get that like almost right away. And then they have 3 difficulty levels: casual, normal, or expert. So you'll have to see trophy lists, achievements, whatever else there to see if you need to play through an expert to get like 100% completion there. And the thing I was really excited to see, several ultimate weapons are in the game to collect. That's always the fun part about Final Fantasy, at least to me.
So I wasn't far off then. $100 is about £75. So I wasn't far off then. They'll probably, I bet they'll probably label it about 80 or 70, something like that.
Me is getting to a position where you can kind of break the game by becoming too powerful. You know, breaking the damage limit in something like Final Fantasy X, where you have the ultimate weapons and you've completed the sphere grid.
Yeah, the one thing I found so funny about Final Fantasy X is you can break the damage limit before you go against the last boss, man. And the last boss pretty much becomes... I can't wait for this game to... Man, I am so excited for this game. I'm going to get it, and I will get it on the PS5. Sorry, guys, I will be getting it on the PS5. Because it is physically, so it won't... It's not a digital game. But I won't be getting the digital version. I'll be getting the physical version. It'll be fully on the cartridge. I mean, look at the graphics. The graphics ain't going to take that much of gigabytes. I'll tell you that for a fact. Right, the Switch docks don't feel like they're worth that much when you hold them. Haha. We'll be pre-ordering soon. Yep. I've already pre-ordered mine, man. I've also pre-ordered Fire Emblem as well, which is coming in September. And I've also pre-ordered Sky Part 2, man. And that's what I'm going to be doing. After the stream, I'm probably going to be playing some more Sky 1. But yeah, man, jeez. This game looks so damn good. And I just hate the fact it's receiving backlash. And mixed, like, people like mixed because of turn-based. Like, well, turn-based is old-fashioned. Why is it turn-based? Like, bro, with this coming back, then bringing turn-based combat back, this is what people want. It's what Final Fantasy fans have been wanting for like ever. It's like we want the turn-based combat back. Don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy Remake is an incredible game. Don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy 7 Remake is an incredible game. Rebirth, my god, mama fica, baby. Definitely Sky 2, I made sure to pre-order, yeah. But yeah, man, I'm just, it's like I said, it's like this game's going to bring the, it's going to bring the turn-based system back to Final Fantasy. And like I said, I think somewhere around the beginning of this stream, I can see Final Fantasy Resonance, if it does well, it's going to see sequels. It's going to see sequels, and they're going to base it off the seasons of Brave Evixus. It's going to be based off the seasons. I can see that happening. I really can. And it'd be really cool to see, man. And I hope it does well. And I really recommend this game. I wholeheartedly really do recommend this game.
And you're just like melting different enemies. So it's always ultimate weapons, but then multi-hit like moves. So I'm hoping that's also something they have, but having several ultimate weapons you can collect and then go back through parts of the game and just annihilate stuff is a ton of fun. Becoming overpowered in a Final Fantasy game that lasts, they say, up to 80 hours for completionists, I think is gonna be a great time. Really looking forward to this one.
Man.
It looks like
80
super high
hours for a Final
quality
Fantasy
too, with
game.
HD 2D like in mind, and it's coming out October 22nd. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this one because I'm having a lot of fun, at least just going through some of the details leading up to its release. And before we go to the comment of the day, we'll take a look at the poll that I posted up yesterday, where I asked, have you bought a Blu-ray movie or TV series in the last year?
Yeah, man.
54% say yes, 46% say no. All right, so I have wondered if that is kind of making a bit of a comeback here when it comes to like physical movies or specifically TV series, because all the
Now, one of the things I find funny, I don't know, is it Gen Z, is it, or something like that? A lot of Gen Zers are liking physical media a lot, and they are buying lots of DVDs and Blu-rays. I mean, I'm not one for like labeling shit, but like they're saying, some of the things like this new generation are also liking physicals as well. So I can understand that. There's a lot of like the new generation, like not every new generation likes this digital future that Sony's trying to push, as there are some new generation people out there that are like, no, I like my physicals, man. I like to collect. There's more collectors out there than Sony thinks.
This stuff is it's so touch and go with a lot of these streaming services. You see one streaming service lose access to it through licensing or contracts, then another one picks it up, and then you're kind of just like subscription hopping almost. So I
never
understand
thought of
why
that.
people.
I never thought of that. Subscription hopping, because one subscription service is like, yeah, we've kind of lost the license for this, but you can hop on over to somewhere else and go and watch it over there, and then they'll lose it again, and the other guy will get it back. So it's like, you skippy hoppity doo dah.
Out there may go, you know what, I really like this anime. I'm just gonna buy the Blu-ray, and I don't have to deal with, oh, where is it next year if I want to rewatch the series.
Yeah.
And I've thought about that more and more as we go along, if there will be subscription fatigue for
they're going to find out the hard way, it seems, if they don't back down. Yeah. I mean, this backlash right now is insane. The backlash right now, we thought it was insane to begin with when people were digging up dirt on Sony. And then all of a sudden Sony did the Crunchyroll thing. Oh, what? They got freaking anime fans on their ass now. I was like, oh my God, this shit's... Ooh, I can't wait to see what happens at Gamescom, man. Like I said, make sure if you're going to Gamescom, you write on them slips, no disc, no buy. And then if you get asked questions when you're at one of their exhibits, like, yo, is it getting a physical? Snowballing daily.
Netflix or Hulu or Crunchyroll, because it can be kind of frustrating looking around and realizing, man, do I just have to be subscribed to all of these different subscription services to keep up with this? Because I kind of figured cutting the cord meant that things would have gotten cheaper and easier.
So
and
I don't even use Netflix.
Kind of going the opposite way now. And we'll finish up with the comments of the day, as you're seeing here. This is from Boss Fight, who says, with discs, if it breaks or is lost, that's on the user. With digital accounts, if it's hacked or lost, it's typically on the platform. People are okay with losing things on their own terms, not when it's entirely out of their autonomy. People were still annoyed, by the way, when discs would get scratched. And so we were at the game store back in the day. We had a disc resurface resurfacing setup. And it was good because if you had a $60 game at the time, say on the 360, it was $5 to resurface and generally fix most scratches.
Yeah.
I mean, if the game's cracked, you remember the inner ring crack that would happen on the 360 and it goes out into like the data? Not much you can do about that.
You know what's so funny? A post went viral on X Twitter, and this person was saying like, look, digital is the future. Look what happens to your disc. It gets disc rot and all this freaking bollocks. Now, I'm sorry to say to that person, learn to look after your stuff and put it in the proper storage locations. I've got discs from 30, 40 years ago that work perfectly fine. No scratches on nothing because I've looked after them. I've looked after those discs. I've looked after those discs, man. There's no... And one of the things I find funny as well is I know games are built to be lent out, but I stopped lenting out because a lot of my friends started scratching my discs. When I lent Final Fantasy 8 out for the first time, and I was only on disc... I was on disc 3, so I lent out my disc 1 and 2. So I went onto my disc... so I lent out my disc 1 and 2. And I got that disc back in such a bad condition. I never lent out any of my games again. Because when I wanted to replay my Final Fantasy 8, it kept crashing on cutscenes, man. And I didn't even lend the games out to my friends or anybody after that, man. Because I was like, man, that's just shit, man. It's like, people got mad at me for not doing that anymore. Yeah, I mean, then they don't know how to take care of things. Exactly, that's what I mean. So when they posted that thing, it's like, oh, look at this disc rot and all this kind of stuff. Bro, that only happens if you don't look after it properly, man. If you don't look after your things properly, it goes with everything. Your books, your manga, your figures are kind of a bit harder to, because I did have a figure of Ryoko from Tenchi, but it was about 20 years old. But because it was made out of some old like molding, it literally lost its color. It was pretty much naked, man. All the color had gone. She lost her eyes, and I was like, I've still kept it because it was like one of my very first like anime figures, Ryoko, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, if you look after your discs properly, man, in the proper storage locations, you ain't gonna get no disc rot, man. And as long as you are able to keep hold of the device that you can install these things on and play these things on, you are fine as hell, man. You really are. That's why there's so many people out there that have got like gaming rooms, man, where they've got like adapters ready, set up with like Dreamcast, Mega Systems, SNES, NES, and all these old devices. And it's just mad to say like how some people look after their stuff, man. It's ridiculous, man. It's like when I saw that post, I was like, come on, man. I still have Brandy CD from 1994, and it has a little to no scratches on it. And it probably still works, doesn't it, mate? Probably still works. As long as you keep your physical media in a place that is cool and have no moisture, they can last for decades. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. That post was one of the most pointless arguments I had ever seen on the internet. And that shit went viral. And I read the comments and I was like, there was so many idiots in that comment section. It was ridiculous to even look at, man. I was like, God, man. People really don't know how to look after their stuff, man.
But there was at least a way to fix that to a degree. But with digital platforms where everything's tied to an account, as you see, it's quite fragile. And it's weird that even security measures that should be in place aren't. Mm-hmm. And it ends up being an automated scenario where you're dealing with not even a person nowadays. You're dealing with AI that's being set up for customer
God, yeah,
service.
That's another thing. That's another thing. When you try to ring up companies now, they just use an AI system, man. You don't even get to talk to a human being anymore, man. It's ridiculous. I remember do you remember the DRM debacle with PlayStation? Oh my God. I think they backtracked on that hard, bro. They originally put a DRM for every 30 days your digital game would get checked. And then all of a sudden they went quiet for about a day and a half, and they come back, oh no, it's only a 15-day one, and then your license will complete, and then you've got the game. I think they wanted that to be 30 days, especially after getting rid of the discs now. I was like, I call bullshit on that.
And you just locked out and you can't do anything about it. And it's like, I have tens of thousands of dollars worth of purchases tied to it. I feel like there should be much better security or customer service attached to this. So I just think there's a lot of stuff that has to be figured out before we go into I guess an era for gaming where it's nothing but digital, because right now it just seems like none of these companies are prepared for it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for Newswave. If you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that like button. If not, hit the dislike. Leave comments down below about everything we talked about here today. If you missed yesterday's Newswave, I'll leave it up here in a card. Or maybe you want to hear more about this Sony situation with physical media as it continues to truck along online. We did a whole reaction to it over on ClickR3, and I'll leave that right below. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, so don't forget to go follow Spawnwave, guys. Don't forget to go follow Spawnwave. He does some absolutely amazing videos, man. I'm pretty sure he uploads one every single day. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me for today's stream. I originally was going to play Zenless Zone Zero, but I saw a post on X and it just got me really mad. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a discussion video. So we've had a massive discussion today, guys. You've heard my thoughts on everything. And it's just, it's madness, man. I definitely do want to do more of these videos because we definitely get, it's a downtime from playing games. We get to chat. We get to share our thoughts. There has been a couple of disagreements, but at the end of the day, I understand everyone's point of views, as I have no reason to argue with what people say and all that kind of stuff. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you probably Tuesday with hopefully we're probably going to be finishing Star Fox off. So see you next time, dudes. Peace out. Yeah.